favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already lived. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rodgers throwing on second down. Open man right side is cut complete. And they'll bring him down. At the 27-yard line. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Go ahead.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. It's caught. Nelson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Uzama. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. On second down, here's Garoppolo. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Go ahead.
Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Everson Griffin in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to knock.
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rodgers now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And what a way to take over as they've got it with a 1st and goal. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Patriots. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Rodgers now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 4 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
319. Zoom. 319.
On first down, Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
On second down, Michelle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a pitch out to Michelle. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Davante Adams, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Yeah, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st down, Garoppolo gets this one left side to Pettis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Garoppolo now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this 1st half. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested 1st half. Back to the booth right after this. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Lets it go for Nelson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
21, 21. 13, 13. 13, 13.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Everson Griffin getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile.
13, 13.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This is White on the screen. Space to maneuver at the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Zoom.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Forbath will put this one through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Michel. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, come on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, Garoppolo. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the counter, here's Bell. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gold now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Let's go, come on.
On the toss, here's Michelle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Go ahead. 6.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hurry up. 11. 6.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
11.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Wow. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Rodgers now on first down. Powering his way forward. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Rodgers, a free play. The left side throw complete to Adams. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Yeah, Liz. Hey, 50.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And some room to roam now. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McKinnon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jarek McKinnon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Work their way back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw, it's Rodgers. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the 49ers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.